Na unim say ewiase entokwa ya ekoso anwa ye din papa entokwa ekoso ewiase anwa ye din papa enye asem ketoa na when bisa Google say is the word safe na emuaya Google be ma me say from the past 15 years ewiase anyway aditerate yankasa na ene na we bisa say enti ebetimi aba say ewiase ebesa ye safe to say the na first name. The answer is no. The answer is no. And the more ewiase come na she say ewiase enye safe and for many people. Over and sama ekoso ni na dia dance you say Ewadi Yesu Kristo oba, and this is what Kanokolo TV is all about. So we are new to the channel and the part so I know subscribe Eddie Mummy. Over to me so Edward channel so Eddie Abba. Na what share and so Eddie Ama Unia. Na what's your for akoto akodia chese. This is the largest and the biggest attack ever. Omato deko Ukraine. Russia crew ya so omo Taliban for aye asumdua pam. In fact, some anu papa. Na sa Russia Vladimir Putin onu crew ya chemical weapon na ya bande sem na obi anu so. Unim se Putin wo yusubi. I can cranes wadaruma ya no one share enso ede amame pa nyankopon share say obe ni sa ede amame nyankopon share papa na se na me kan in fact Vladimir Putin obi celebrate ebaba wiase Putin dey sembaba obi sembaba papa na in a largest missile and drone parade since Ukraine and Tokano Esasian Putin atoto akodie bebrebe edeko Ukraine so na eno ana nipa 23 April na I'm hoping say ebi so wave of drone and the missile attack targeted Kyiv overnight Friday. And reports express said this is the largest area assault Russia to Ukraine since the Russia invasion. Na Adrian simple na Russia Putin just say what you mean the Ukraine for to say was Donald Trump ebe born no modin bia senko enko da asundwe ebe but ekanya say asundwe ni entimi emma enti se be na America no Google kwa global peacefulness no arbitrary from I think 50 years ago over 50 years ni asundwe emma enti se already Putin Ukraine ya na ekanya say Bible prophecy na kasano Bible prophecy na kasano because the President Donald Trump will try no modern bia senka sundwe baba enso so asundwe entimi emba and so it was very harsh. It was very harsh by Ukraine also. And Russia has been stepping up its long-range attack on Ukrainian city. Less than a week ago, Russia for online showed the largest area assault of war. That strategy has coincided with concerted Russia effort to break through part of the roughly 1,000 kilometers front line where Ukraine troops are under severe pressure. And so we are in say Russia for up to 550 drones and missiles, 550 drones and missiles and already across Ukraine so. President Donald Trump, in fact, the man is trying, papa say, Ode asundwe ebeba Ukraine, any Russia and them. Yeah, or suggest say, ceasefire kura na yenim se ebia Putin ebe na adwen baba nanka saa asomdwe no aye adwuma but ekamaya say ankobenisa and that is what is happening in Ukraine and Russia and some Putin atu akodie ebe akoho. Trump not happy with Russian attack. And the attack on Kyiv began the same day a phone call took place between U.S. President Donald Trump and Russia President Vladimir Putin. Zelensky called the time of the strike a deliberate signal that Moscow has no intention of ending the war. And so, attack barrage, and I say, strike here Russia for a striking Ukraine. Now it was the same day phone call be a call so between U.S. President Donald Trump and Russia President Vladimir Putin. Now Zelensky say over strike now a deliberate strike now Putin a striking Ukraine for a deliberate say Russia and I say Putin or no emergency asundri or pay asundri bia only emergency or pay asundri bia nti eno so yesama or koso Russia and Ukraine and tokon no nti no in other post no US President Biden can say in fact ceasefire in seminar onye so say Russia man pani Vladimir Putin ready say ode asundwe ebeba onani Ukraine any onu Russia enter. The US has paused some shipments of military aid to Ukraine. According to Pentagon expressed almost stop deliveries of air defense over the command Ukraine for. That is why I'm saying this is the time when Ukraine for a year according to US for opposite such shipments at these crucial moments. The Ukrainian response needs to be speedy as Russia escalates its area attack. Russia launches 5,438 drones at Ukraine in June, and the only June 5,438 drones and every Ukraine, every Russia across Ukraine, and the say Ukraine the Afghanistan, and the Ukrainian officials and any Russia Defense Ministry said another previous swap took place Friday, though neither side said how many soldiers were involved. It's a previous swap. Russia for a soldier for the Ukraine now Ukraine for the abuse of Russia and not the Omoposo. Emma Sancrophone Omopo Mokodi Nanso Asundiana Samedi Putin and answer Russia for a near Roma dream say Omode Asunri Ebeba. And also and Saman Koso Russia. And Russia and Ukraine and Tokano Ebia Nawi and Tia and Tokano Koso and Tokano Koso Gidi Pa and Yasin Katwa. Now said the Masasiana me Kano. Russia has become the first country or more recognized Taliban ruled in Afghanistan. Taliban free, in fact, the whole world or more attacking or more as a terrorist organization, as a terrorist country. Now Taliban free, the NCR or more Afghanistan from beginning or more Afghanistan. Now I know and I should look at crash say mid 1991 there was a withdrawal of sovereign troops. The troops are a free US and Germany and the now there was a collapse of communist region. Amaya and I say the government and a war Afghanistan at that time there was a collapse. And there was a war too. I think that there was Afghan War 1978 and then 1992 baby. I think different time no Afghan War, but there was a war. There was a war and Afghanistan new government officially say about establish civil order Kabul. Kabul the capital of Afghanistan. And the new government in April say about establish civil order. So it was coerced. Now to trust somebody basa yene sanya manyemani koso Afghanistan. And see Emma Quine sa Afghanistan free so omode ebe joining. And see na Afghanistan free na omuno Taliban from the warring day at that time na omuno. And it's a transfer a course. So now there was a on West government on West, and it's really should say Taliban for initially now it was Islamic scholars be or school be and our count forming alliance be say they are going to help the country initially. There was a fraction young people come mama yes in the main purpose initially we say omo hema asundue ene sabasa na ekoso abaso. And in the late 1996 Taliban free seized the capital Kabul Afghanistan capital almost from there they took portion and as a part of Afghanistan. If we want to take control this time, and Russia, the US, any other people, because of unrest, political unrest, when you're constantly, almost support. It's that the US, Israel, and maybe Israel, the US for troops, African countries, France for troops be peacekeeping troops in the book of until the Taliban initially they after 1990s one or more creative group US troops and other European countries army echo share masundue about Afghanistan until they were then ousted by US-led invasion following the September 11 attack. However, the Taliban regained control of the entire country in August 2021. And after US for troops in the free and taking the entire country, they take full control of the Taliban war in the year 2021 August. The American women the kind of people, as I say, Putin a day who aqua join almost say now for any woman other institutions says they work over Taliban and you be a assumed and you can Afghanistan because of that Taliban meeting and no Enkola ewo kunkwa sumu stresse etutua samina niema enyasem ketwa. So I was wondering why Putin edeni ebekwa join sankrofo. Putin edeni ebekwa join sankrofo and nkofo so edin na bebe said the meso ni do abebe ya. And some are consul, and some are consul, and some are consular, and some are medical kind of stress. The peace of this world has been violated. I assume you know, now you come assume a paper, assume papa for the yeah, and also ɛyɛ nsɛm a ɛwɔ hɔ nti sɛdeɛ na me ɛka no Russiafoɔ ɛne Talibanfoɔ no akɔpam asomdwee apam yɛ ɛyɛ asɛm yɛ ɛnwoma obiara kyerɛ ɛka ho asɛm sɛ adɛnti na Russia ɛne Talibanfoɔ akɔkɔyɛ asomdwee. So it happened on Thursday yesterday. So it happens that Russia has become the first country to formally recognize the Taliban government in Afghanistan since they seized power in 2021. It is said they make a day. I'm not sure I said 1990 or 100. And I'm sure mass will be about Afghanistan. Why US for troops, other European troops will have more share. Anything or more about now US for friend troops in the field and officially on the seized power in 2021. Eliasi now label as a terrorist country. Emma ebi Russia abakata be nkrofo do mama nye terrorist for. Sa Russia kroya ede ne ho akodwene. After Moscow removed the group from eight lists of outlawed organization, the Russian foreign minister announced that it had received credentials from Afghanistan newly appointed ambassador Govt. The official recognized of the Afghan government will foster reproductive bilateral cooperation. So, or say about foster productive bilateral cooperation. What kind of productive cooperation? And Russia for Ekawansame. And according to Afghanistan foreign minister, also in fact, Russia for Baso and we call this as a historic step. Or say a historic step of Papa say Russia for Ajiwamatum. Now, money Russia for ABD and Sawasu. The Russian Foreign Ministry announces that it had received credentials from Afghanistan newly appointed ambassador. Afghanistan Foreign Minister Wakole saw step as a historic step. The Taliban took control of Afghanistan in August 2021 following the withdrawal of US and NATO forces. So, as I said earlier on, they took office after US and NATO forces withdraw troops while no country had formally recognized the Taliban administration until now. The government had engaged in high-level talks with many nations and established some diplomatic ties with countries including China and the United Arab Emirates. And in the South Arab for so much to say, Sabian Ekano, or more than you could be among China and UAE for so a and you could fat. The bachelor I can news. Now, my sober swana was subscribe at the amount papa. So, the Taliban government has been relatively isolated on the world stage, largely over its restriction on women. Restriction on women. Oko Afghanistan because of the Taliban women, we are bad here. In fact, stop not a single oh, ba we should buy Unifasa. Oh, Taliban rule and answer Afghanistan. Oh, any part can be a war bad year. We should buy and Kabi. Now, a whole so because of this Taliban rule, girls are banned from education beyond 6th grade. And so, a man, na Yawo, now, to school, a grade after the 6th grade. And so, yabani Ghana had yanki bia ebetumi aka say GSS oba uko school edu primary sesa GSS what the room connection ewo nti eno one of the characteristics of Taliban rule Taliban rule ekoso ewo nti ensem bebe pa eno so eye ensem bia ekoso Russia money sa Taliban free America womasem Russia and Taliban free money womo akopam asumdue apam Russia and Taliban free akopam asumdue apam seriously ayon send pa ewo
while the move has sparked anger.
I can call Swadama Sawbaswa now was share a bit of money papa
First of all,
so let's also be commenting so about and then subdue worship Russia for and penny for be money Taliban for be and say be so into I don't know what Putin is. Meaning the Putin is a war journey. Meaning the Putin is a war journey. And also, as I said in the beginning, Russia escalated use of chemical weapons. Use of chemical weapons. Or only Ukraine. Only Ukraine and Topano. Chemical weapon actually. Amama bebre anase ewiase abane se mo bia use chemical weapon no Russia use chemical weapon and so yensema ekoso in fact Russia per se wo kunto kwani 10 na wotumi wi 10 oboso o kunto kwani 10 wotumi wi 10 and in 1925 there was a ban of use of chemical and biological weapon in international armed conflicts. So what I say, and so now there has been a protocol in 1925 say ma obia use chemical weapon and fanko obia use chemical weapon and fanko a kanya say a crime a crime prohibited say will be able to use chemical weapon the alcohol now so sabre I don't know say Putin many weapons are sadia medium so the weapon are sadia but that is the information because say Putin use chemical weapon. And so in 1969, United Nations General Assembly Resolution 263 declared that the prohibition on use of chemical and biological weapons in international armed conflicts as embodied in protocol though restated on more general form. And the United Nations General Assembly Resolution 263 declared the prohibition of chemical weapon Russia the only use and also some papa Russia as Russia is intensifying its use of banned chemical weapon against Ukrainian forces according to a joint report released on July 4th by the Netherlands Military Intelligence and Security Service and the Dutch General Intelligence and Security Service. No one reporting at the airbase in Russia. According to intelligence reporting, a confirmed papa say Russia troops are shifted from traditional tear gas to deploy chloroquine, a chemical agent banned under international law. Chloroquine and no chemical agent be banned from international law. There will be a suicide chemical. See, no, in that as some now can assign the word is heading to I think that the word is heading to many the distraction and say yes and said the say it in every day be can say yes and do when pump on should be there is no turning back yes do the say and do the in fact I say be a do and yeah I was say you say no, you're showing you, Papa. The use of such substances is reported aimed at psychological warfare, driving Ukrainian soldiers out of the defensive position with gas grenades dropping by drones, leaving them exposed to follow-up drones or artillery strike. And so what tactics are Russia for Erisu? Tactics are one Erisu the same. Sa powder, yeah, chemicals, or more good drones na whatsoever. Bonse Ukraine for soldier for anyone. Now a BA almost a B also so almost in 10 years also a B tear gas grenades. Now drop it from the drones. It's a drop it. I said the baby I so the crowd will be journey. It's you journey and essence or more enemy. It's you also your titles where Russia for air deploy. Na I'm hoping says I do a band ya international being so Taliban Govt on a person I did the international law 90 and I did you are violating international law. I think say I was saying Taliban Govt on China president North Korea Kim Jong-un so say no moon so man such a woman say now mun ka bibin so mun ka papa say the law you do and fucking chemical weapons it has been prohibited. Yeah, will be use our weapons so intimo or mun can be Putin. The Putin, I think the Putin are very aggressive. Putin are aggressive Ukraine who no so some ecoso. President Donald Trump which say Putin or no women. President Zelensky say Putin deliberately was so down warriors are there no Hosabaya asumdwe emma omo entamo. Awadi yankopon so apanse emoni suno oji boy na wo share kan news yankopon so papa you to so nani mani shawo enko Ukraine Nyanuna, deputy commander of Russian Navy, killed in strike near Ukrainian front line. I think it's a radio Putin Russian papa. Ukraine for Russia for deputy commander Ukraine for akodiana moto yenu ayeden ekusa pepe. Entino Russia Ukraine any Russia and Sokona. I saw read that she said and send the baby air coso. Now Ukrainian and President Donald Trump says he didn't make any progress with Putin after call. Anthony President Donald Trump actually when said that only Putin call so as we answer one make any progress. Now said that baby I radiaku awakano wasi wan ya ntokano third world war no betumi asase free Ukraine any Russian thing Iran any Israel ntokoi ebaye ya asase sai na driving your attention driving people focus be free Ukraine any Russia ntokano but akamia ya said baby radiaku awakano sa pepe na kono Russia see the Russia near bre na so call one person with German in a way beside was use chemical weapon prohibited that. I'm just hoping for US for embargo because we'll be making analysis be and analysis now we're making was say US for banker buster now we're at the call Iran the echo analysis are the shaking ground in one it was felt in Russia and China. It was felt in North Korea. Analysis now we're making was just banker buster ya economic site the echo analysis that trembling that shaking as which one see one it was felt in China and North Korea. The workers and so we call North Korea and Hong Kong. Yes, baby, now at President Donald Trump say, or you know, or so danye or cool president as or you assume the young kind of diplomatic way yanka na sumdue we ni ade that is the kind of president saying no. Now so see the Russia US for tools could ye say Iran or more nuclear sites or say the Kamaya says see any China or money North Korea for every baby into the Putin early well say President Donald Trump and man also now or so work a club and say also put in over China. But the thing is that North Korea and China, North Korea and a nuclear warhead or more nuclear weapons, but North Korea don't go there. Russia force you with the Papa China for what they do. If you yet to say the US for the father Iran there be so say US for tries more said Russia na almost 40 peace because we are Donald Trump 40 peace between Iran and Russia 40 peace papa banker master equal Iran for China na Iran for Madrid so that's I say mingai if you are could call you there or Magia to Amazon enti thing says say Donald Trump 40 pieces so Russia for sure and but the thing is that Russia ultimately did that because on issue weapons and Putin so now I aggressive I ready say nuclear weapon we ready one find it it's about to abadia and we're not about to that is the reason why we are saying say we are saying Adipaweti ewiase asumdie eko asumdie apepa kwa asumdie apepa efiriwiase asumdie apepa alade yankopon sra bimpa se de meka ni alade yankopon sra se emonso oje bo ni wohwe kanokra news yankopon o sra papa ewiase asumdie na ye kanisani a Bible prophecy na kasa nti the US President Donald Trump said that in a phone call early that with Vladimir Putin resulted in no progress at all on effort to end the war in Ukraine. While a Kremlin aide said the Russian president reiterated that Moscow would keep pushing to solve the conflict until and so me ekasa Putin ono so ba nya adwene say obama asundwe aba omane Ukraine until you manifawo enko Israel Trump says Hamas response to Gaza ceasefire hostage deal should come in 24 hours. And see, President Donald Trump, in fact, about for so why you peace in my force. That is why America say see the Putin war here na fashion give you frowning a power China yes na Putin wanting na President Donald Trump coming one semparable mercy. According to Trump, we see Hamas for they respond to Gaza ceasefire within 24 hours. I have given them 24 hours. I was responding. And the US President Donald Trump said it will probably be known in 24 hours how Palestinian terror group Hamas will respond to a proposal for ceasefire and hostage release deal with Israel. And in early reports in the air indicated Hamas would issue a formal response at some point on Friday, while the terror group said in a statement an official response would be given after consultation with all Palestinian faction in Gaza Strip. And one the Hamas for early. I don't know if said they are buying time and I say well more earlier kukwasa. Mama kukwasa because so kukwasa Palestinian innocent Palestinian for one here or ebebe asen. Because here to say banka basta he be to so a na one shall be to me ka badi ceasefire na too. And so maybe a nipa bebre afom ahwe wo enkwa enti eno so ana Hamas for eshiremu a say they have to consult all Palestinian faction in the Gaza Strip enti no so mo consult mpanifo any groups be out as mo nkofo and sign abeye and Trump also said that Gazans have been through hell, lodging a reporter's question about whether he still plans for the US to take over the strip. And there was a time ago where President Donald Trump said, and in fact, Opesa or taking control of Gaza after the war, after everything, or taking control of Gaza. Na washi if the Gaza ebeba be ye ekura samete Ghana he na menso ma faka na chese yeko na yeso ye kwa enjoy ho Gaza nti ba bia we bia no betumi akọ Gaza na Gaza ewe study Hamas fu ayebi nti eno ana ebetu dra ebele bia etwe no in fact some no ema Muslim world Michelle come from Madrid na ampuso sa nkobi we na ampuso na Egypt for kwa meetings or meetings na omone Donald Trump ensaba enne adwene and a reporter be abisa me say and as say who can say we about taking control of Gaza and what we say akosi say and President Donald Trump was say Gaza has been through hell. In fact, Gaza from the military hell, dozens of reporters questioning now on the question now or say we see to drum say ampa men on the car say for Gaza and our US for ebedi Gaza so no what do this our question now one sabe amfa no amba and the osa HCM was saying I want the people of Gaza to be safe, he answered. And he also adwene papa pa man President Donald Trump ewo edema Palestine for. Heat wave be a cause we are saying in fact I did say no requirement say fire upon fire. I just say it just see the extreme weather condition now. Ama the floor and no machine for the bray 8 yama one ya Malaka ya tobi ya diana so Malaki and very product she say ka milk ne ka powder ne man one share a whole day according to reports an extreme heat wave may cause global decline in dairy products. According to scientists, and the scientists has warned that the area ACS Shema Association questionnaire in fact, and then Fina or more months are full. Almost cows and the cows, yeah, or more produces are because we are Ghana and feel the blue hands so. Sa product in the so that you be sa one or two companies ya carbon and sa milk near the but and you the be now omodia sa na mokra e be free amanane e beba. According to scientists, because of this heat wave and intensify the frequency and the intensity of heat waves, the dairy product America. And who ever call a plan? What is happening? This is all the Bible prophecy. And we a Bible prophecy plan air fulfilling. And dairy products will be threatened by the increasing frequency and intensity of heat wave, drawing or records for more than 130,000 cows over a period of 12 years. The research report that extreme heat reduce cows' ability to produce milk by 10%. So, and to say Yanaba now if just share question extreme weather how the condition we are condition go kwasona you know no omuntumi produce milk ni ye omuntumi produce milk ni ye na eno no one sha na market and dairy products ka bells ni sa ni no boko atwe ewo ewiase and also the enti no Hamas ene Israel ento kwam so no wo hwa ya presa asundie ebeba ho nyumo Israel for ebo wo mo body bia say omo so ombe eye niema emma Hamas for the October 7th year October 7th see no more prevent say Hamas for emma yes adeni bi na we trust na Bible can say there will be a time Israel will be left standing, Israel will be left alone, and also also. And in other reports, UN experts call for companies to stop doing business with Israel. This happened where AC pay abra na Biden ewoso abra Biden ewoso saadi AC pay ya fe de so mo send bibia from Israel bi omo nye de one say asanso sibimo asan ababi ya enu UN call say ma obia ni ya from the business bi obia ni ya from the business bi because say UN expert calls for companies to stop doing business with Israel. Omo akomi say mo bia Israel from business bi. The United Nations expert has called on dozens of multinational companies to stop doing business with Israel, warning them they risk being complicit in war crimes in Gaza and the occupied West Bank. UN, I don't understand. UN, a Palestinian folk, and is it that UN? I think it's a UN, the United Nations. And I'm a United Nations, but I can say that these people are saying is partialism. Their DNA, Ushima, I can say, are you from Kwana? No, that is what is happening. It's Omo FSA, ma ubia, any Israel for income. Ban business on and Francisca Albanese, yeah, when we are representing UN Human Rights Council, when you award describing way, and to say, sad, they strike here, many for about striking economic of genocide. Describe what he called an economic of genocide, in which the conference with Hamas provided a testing ground with no accountability or oversight for new weapons and technology. Now Israel also a concern. Now Israel also I rejected the report as groundless in any place. Israel first says send up Miami Eken. In fact, any to I would tell into ubia any actually influence and some location. So that is water. In some way, hundreds of lawyers call for UK sanction Israel over Gaza war. Until hundreds of lawyers, or more over UK, and or more are calling for UK sanction on Israel over Gaza war. So you can say every mouth is on Israel right now. Every mouth is on Israel right now. Until hundreds of lawyers and so are calling say. And move for sanction to separate the mode and find into move for into for Israel for some. God bless you, say a man so go join me in with concreteness. You go for sharp and go in sharp papa. Now and summer air so was in fact. I know Eddie, papa. I know Eddie. Now, after backing Israel, Iran self-star Crown Prince loses support. In other news, Iran, and you'll be a Israel for some. You be a Israel for some. Now, and a paper family, Faliva, or no, Prince. The prince, Iran, two Muguye, or say, Dressed in a grey suit and blue tie with hair combed back, the 64-year-old exiled crown prince of monarchy that Iranians overthrew in 1979 urged the United States not to give Iranian's government a lifetime by restating diplomatic talks on its nuclear program. In the year 1979, Iran for aid to Papa crown prince ni ebusuya monarch omo eyin omo rule ahiniye no etuwe na I think say kamani ayitola ebediso sa papa yi sa bredi ono oni Iran ho bi ono enana owo France capital Paris wo kasa say ono tawe de kasa ma ota Israel flachi ya wo ka bi edema Israel anyways eno ena Iran for omo aba papa isu a eno so enye asam kuma kura ewo ho Kanokronis ena ushi Nkupo ushira papa pasa emeso jibo na ushi Kanokronis na wouldn't say ejachichi bi ekoso ejachichi bi ekoso wiasepa in fact jani de exe wadi ya gugu plan betumi edum say jani na sai de ya make ebi ekoteki Turkey krono ejachichi bi pa ekoso wo anye asamketo akora eja ekoso ewo Turkey Namino enkofo bebre afro omo enkwa ewo ebi susu epla as the Turkey battles deadly wildfire as Greek breaks in Crete under control. And the firefighters in Turkey remain locked in a battle to contain flames tearing through forested hillside and the west of the country on Friday, while similar wildfire in neighboring Greece were largely brought under control. And so the judge video now, ni bia na so ba so side no and wa wo hwan do sana ba the firefighters are really working so hard say omode sa ejano ebeba under control. Firefighters in Turkey remain locked in a battle to contain flames tearing through forested hillside in the west of the country on Friday, while similar wildfire in neighboring Greece were largely brought under control. The radio says Omutumi eye baby edefa sa ejano and 10,000 evacuated as fire threatened Greece. No so ewo Crete na also 100 people to 1,000 people to evacuate. The fighters and also omo battle ewo island be ewo Crete. Yeah, and also so forest for eja atolubu yeah olive groves eja etom shi eja shia this is the Bible prophecy. So I don't know what was any purpose we know who son Yehusel and Wadina Kopa a say some good. And the elsewhere in Greece, the first blaze near Athens and threatening homes, highlighting the country's vulnerability to wildfire risks. And also in some form the air cost. In fact, a Ghana air society the Ghana society said the kind in Turkey. She say, "Ija at the more home in Greece." She say, "Oh, ija air society baby. Yeah, and also as I say, if you are saying, anyway, if you say, echo, no, a do, say, I make a bay in Russia will not back down on Ukraine war. Goes Putin tells Trump. And so said young Russia, Ukraine and Tokano, na ye visual worker some official Putin Edward to dream. Say, or you Putin they are not ready to back down on Ukraine war goals. And Russia President Vladimir Putin called the United States counterpart Donald Trump. I don't know if Putin or your Trump counterpart. I don't know why they keep writing this. Their counterpart. Well, I don't know. Putin counterpart in Trump. Trump that Moscow will not give up on its goal of eliminating the root cause of the war in Ukraine. Russia will not back down. Crimean aid. Oskiva told reporters, although he added that Putin had also expressed a readiness to seek a political negotiation solution for the conflict. And almost say, Russia for they are not ready to back down. And Trump and Putin did not wish the boost the subject of the post-weapons delivery, according to Crimean aid, who said the U.S. president had raised the issue of bringing about a swift end to the war. Until Putin, Russia for HMR. The future talks to be between Kyiv and Moscow and may sign later does not want U.S. involvement. Until moving forward, Sunday upon Omasha Omani Kyiv, Moscow ni Kyiv, ebe carbon na omode asundwe ebe abam. Nti eniso ayansama ekoso ewo ijasushia ekoso na asundwe a efri wiase ntokwa wars a ekoso na wohwe asundwe a yepepe free wiase ekoma ekoso a na basa ni mentem wase ekoso a edemo ni de opese wo ansa na wo se wodi nyankopon ba na eno na Syria for I think the last week when we were say Syria for say omoba joining the Abraham Accord and person be join the Abraham Accord yeah asundua pemia US for with the help of US almost share apam no say Islamic nation and Islamic world any Israel for ebeba be boma na so be asundue yeah peace and now and Syria for so omo show omo interest say ombesanko omo join na no na Israel for ebeka say asundua some they can say it fine omo de omo person no be anya asundua but the Goliath right ho na Syria for target the omani ato so no de omo Israel for omo fa Goliath ho emfa Syria for ne emfa ma omo china na eno na Syria for so abakasam somebody ena womo ekanye na making kind was say no certain as peace for free. Syria demand 1/3 of Goliath for peace with Israel. And we are now monthly about here because Israel for more mangas or more banners any more than Yasundu. And more per se money Israel for Yasundu. It's based on Syria for the more kingdom. Much less say no certain as peace for free. As we be anywhere the more free. Anything say Israel for a peace agreement then they need 1/3 of Goliath. Already Israel for other as you drum say Goliath wapa dear and ya omode eboma Syria for until we so handsome omo eka na Syria for so esa eka so omo eka so drum say omo ntumi Israel for enye asumbi apam abra Goliath no omo enfabi etino we Israel understand Israel for abagia tum na omo aye anase sen na ebesi akono etino amopin say asumbi kan ebe wi so the return of parts of the Goliath is critical for domestic public opinion to support such a step. A source close to Ahmed al-Salah told the 24 News. Syria is demanding that Israel hands over at least 1/3 of the Goliath territory seized by the Israel prior to the 1974 Amnesty Agreement. It is out through this amnestic agreement and in the year 1974 and Israel for a takes Goliath because it's not like they stole it. It belongs to them. Goliath belongs to Israel. A source close to the Syrian president, there is no certain as peace for free. The Syrian source stated that there are two scenarios currently on the table for an acceptable political settlement between Israel and Syria. And see now we have two scenarios, we have two scenarios. Scenario one, Israel would retain strategic area in Golan Heights equivalent to 1/3 of its territory, hand over a third to Syria, and leaves another third for Syria for period 25 years. Scenario 2. Israel keeps 2/3 of the Golan Heights and hand over the remaining third to Syria, with the possibility of 8 leases. Under this scenario, the Lebanese city of Tripoli, close to the Lebanese-Syrian border and possible other Lebanese territory in the north of the country and the Back-Valley could be handed over to Syria. And I think the Syria for Israel for scenarios, two scenarios. The first scenario is say, you see that say Israel for a day on the far portion of Golan Heights, on the far 1/3, 2. Now the other third part in the Syria for period of 25 years. Now Syria for our occupy. And scenario 2, and they say Israel be keep it 2/3 of Golan Heights. Now Oman hand over the third remaining. FA sa Lebanese city of Tripoli and other border Syrian border in Kronkro akwa Israel for national. Ombe hand over the Israel for. Now more princess no. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu ehua obasere no council baby because we in fact elite 3 elite 2 and also and see that there is no peace for free. And so we are more peace now more that's a more agenda. They have the agenda. More agenda. More Goliath Heights. One thing I'm Trump say. Almost all major Abraham Accord. And you see for I think that this one the Maninka Sakakama is Israel because yes, I'm also an Israeli. Listen Israel. It's in really deal. In fact, Israel fancy and anti-section. Or Montias and anti-section. Conditions are media go up and fucking and also and some so ever. Now when you say Putin or Vladimir Putin or recruiting and from over the world. I'm hoping I'm thinking say Russia for more for and I say more soldiers asa. Almost soldiers asa. Yeah, or more recruiting innocent people. To baby and I'm saying this Sabaya. Which you can call also by a caution. Oh, I know this be, but some call Russia, do my papa be, call her say, and I Russia crowd, but in the water for baby, I know the work of Russia. And they say, I point to say, and yet, legitimate, and yet, ruler, in fact, papa, now, a young guy be, or no, I say, well, more kakra or mukuru ena o meda da ne say adwuma bi ni ade bi na se dra ni ma me papa wo ho we se wo kopa adwuma ye ena o mo de le call ye papa yi anasa young guy yi extre ma se o mo de le call ye o mo na koto front line so na o mo de me kokko e wo Russia enti no sa guy yi e friend they say a young student from Togo and every Togo haya Togo ni Ghana yeze Togo ni Ghana ni Togo for boshi enti no ebetumi abase ebewura ha enti sawu shaka na kra me pa should be cautious pa Putin waya crowd waya gbegba wo pe ni pamana kokoa ma no na wo sa young here after say me kasa here me the video ni batum na Watch how a papa and a young guy you are amputated. You try to know you try to know as I will when you go for beer why stranded I will be man so you know so work pay beer could and you know the nurse a young student from Togo and now no pursue medicine. He dreamt of being a student of medicine abroad. So that's I say, and now you're tricky and you're signing a military contract at the first promise of stable job in Russia. And so no man is signing agreement. He said, military and your soldier. When the soldiers, also the young boys and the girls will be 9 to him. You don't choir, you don't choir, obey you. And he said, you're trying to man. And so passion, but say
How did you end up in Russian army?
Je ne parle pas le russe. Je ne lis même pas. Moi, je choisi d'aller au front. Ça, c'est pour me sacrifier. Est-ce qu'on peut appeler un frère lui? Tu es en Russie?
Oui.
Allô? Allô? Bien avant même le dessert de mon vieux, j'ai essayé le Canada, ça n'a pas marché. J'ai essayé la France récemment. Ils ont refusé le visa. C'est là-bas, mes amis me disaient que la Russie, bon, rapidement, et ça ne coûte même pas. Et effectivement, j'ai essayé. Ça a passé. C'est pourquoi je me suis...
how did you end up in Russia? I said, I don't even speak Russian. I can't read. Yet I was sent to the front line. I felt like I was sacrificed. Can you call my brother? You are Russian. I said, just say, and some of papa airplane. I love papa. Yeah, I was sorry, you know what? Uberu say, na, you trying na, so because of sa enterprise. Into the way, I call up call. Where you call up call pa at the man who me say. We should be very, very cautious. I will say, yeah, very careful, papa, because and some now also our Russia. They say Russia Putin betting me Ghana now pay any palm of Marco Amano. I bet me abba now Wababa, yes, says and Crawford be a Mokonipa, and Mamma Korea Jimamano, and so na mini. Akofa oyeye bebrebe pa edama ewade nyankopon ehia pa se enenso woje bo na wo share kan creams nyankopon ehia pa nyankopon ehia